All right, I want to do this one. This one is a tough subject, man. It's Cam Newton, bro. So let's go to the shade room. You know how they be popping off. All right, so let's see. Cam Newton opens up about not having the same income after leaving the NFL. It hurts me knowing that I can't provide like I once did. So Shade Room says Cam Newton got real about his income after 3 years of not being in the NFL. If you recall, Newton last played for the Carolina Panthers in 2021. Newton suffered a series of injuries throughout his first stint in Carolina, and they seemed to catch up with him once he hit the age of 30. He also played for the New England Patriots for 1 year during 2020 season and returned to the Panthers a year later. Newton expressed that it's common knowledge that players receive a large sum of money in the NFL during a short period being away from the game for 3 years. Those checks don't come in the same. Like I got 8 kids. It hurts me knowing I can't provide like I once did. Dang man. I think he made how much money did he make? He earned $133 million in his career. So what are you doing with all that money, man? $133 million and you're not able to take care of it. Let's see what this says in let's see what it says on the shade room first. Let's see. Somebody said 8 kids was your first mistake, player. Oh god. Okay, here we go. When I go to the strip club, I don't go for women. I go to compete with men. If they throw 15,000, I'll throw 20,000. Cam words, not mine. Yeah, hey, listen, bro. Listen, y'all. So I got a lot of takes that I look at on this. Um, the first thing being, yeah, miss money management happens a lot in the NFL. Um, they say most guys, I think what I think it's like 3 years or 5 years once they get out the NFL, most of them are broke. A lot of them doesn't, a lot of them don't transition like like you see Chad is doing, Ocho with Shannon Sharp himself. It's not a lot of guys who transition into something else. Most of them, they just know football their whole life. So, a lot of them aren't good with business, doing things that they need to do because a lot of times you got some people that feel like, oh, it's just this is gonna last forever, and it doesn't, man. Trust me, I know. I done made a lot of money, and I'm looking like, dang, where all the money go? You all if you to the point where I don't care if you make $500,000 in a year. If you'd have made a $500,000 in a year, but you find yourself still having to think about when that next check coming in, or the next show you got to do, or next game you got to play, then you still really broke if you living paycheck to paycheck. You feel me? Um, your money maximizes when you don't have to work to be able to make that money. I remember 50 Cent was talking about that. He was like, look, man, they was like, you got all these shows and stuff, man. Don't you want to cast yourself to be in this movie and that movie? He like, nah. He said, that means that's more work I got to do. I want to have it set up to I don't even have to be in the show, and that show going to bring me dough. I'll build up superstars. Let them have to memorize the script and let them go into makeup and let them do the scene. I just sit back and get my dough and make my paper. I don't got to be there to make the money. Cam Newton with 8 kids. Look, my grandfather had 8 kids. He was the only one working. He worked in the steel mills, a different day and age. But I think the type of life that Cam wants to give his children, he may not be able to upkeep that kind of lifestyle when those same type of checks aren't coming in. So providing a certain type of lifestyle, whether it be getting them vehicles or having them in certain type of schools or traveling all the time and doing this and doing that, I'm pretty sure he's still making money, but it probably is nowhere near, how it is in the NFL, how much they just drop that check on you in the NFL, which is completely different. You feel me? At the end of the day, you a father no matter what, man. And if you have kids that understand that you're doing the best that you can, you're there for them. You got a roof over your head. Like I understood that stuff, you know. Um, learning how to budget, learning how to save, all that stuff, man. Hey, and maybe for some kids, you teach them these things at a young age and they understand the value of a dollar. And you just may not be able to get everything that you want just like that. You feel me? I mean, it's just life, man. It's reality. And trying to keep up with the Joneses make everybody go broke at the end of the day. Trying to keep up with the Joneses, man. So, let's see what else he says. And blowing your money, man. You know what I mean? That's a tough thing. He said the girl watching this thought that Superman line was a bar. Somebody said they need to watch these young players. They need to teach these young players how to manage their money because he was in the league for 11 years. That was a 5-year stint where he made 20 million a year. Just off that alone, you should be able to be set for life. 8 kids to 10 kids, 20 kids. The right investments would have paid him residuals that would still be paying him today. To say you can't provide the same way you used to after making over $100 million is crazy to me. I wish I got a fraction of that. Me and my kids would be set for life. Facts. Yo, listen, I 100% agree with that. When I be hearing how some women and stuff put dudes on child support and they be like, yeah, I need $50,000 a month. $50,000 a month to raise a kid is insanity. Like, what are we doing? What are we talking about? I know inflation is bad, man. It's really bad. But I think a lot of people are living beyond their means. You're living beyond your means, man. If you made $100 million and you can't make that fly, you just bad with money. That's all that it is. You're bad with money. And a lot of times people hold these celebrities and stuff to a certain extent. They're human, they're people. They're just regular people. They got, a skill set, or they got more followers, or they're just regular people, man. They go through issues. They don't got it all. People make it seem like once a person got money, they got it all figured out. No. Just because this person got money don't mean I need to listen to them about every aspect of life, bro. Hell no. You tripping. They make mistakes just like you do, just like anybody else does. Cam Newton, now that I'm looking at this, I'm really thinking about it, bro. You just weren't good with money. You can't be. There's no way. He didn't have somebody in his ear because $100 million. Listen, man. That's just bad spending habits, not investing, things like that. Like I said, I 100% don't believe he's broke. But the old saying goes, man, it doesn't matter how much money you make. It's about how much money you keep. And I'm learning that myself, man. Let's not just be like, even I speak for myself. I think the most I've ever made in a year is like, I think at this point, it was like $310,000. That's over $250,000, right? I kept putting it back into the business, going on trips, all type of stuff, man. I had to learn, like, dude, things slow up. The economy changes. All type of stuff changes. So what may have been popping, like if you look, I'm gonna put it like this, and now that I know this, like I'm taking it so serious myself, right? Just because something is popping one year doesn't mean it's gonna be popping the next year. So the way you look at it is like the first amount of money that you make, that needs to be the money for the investments. That's not time to be like, oh, we lit, we turned up, yo, we about to go do this trip, do that trip, do that trip, do that trip, do that trip. Nah, that money needs to go into the investments that's gonna make you even more money long term wise. And then you can put some money aside to get your investment. But you need to have all type of stuff set up, man. Trust. Oh, like I'm learning so many things, man, about money. It's like, yo, bro, the money that you make, if you work in a regular 9 to 5, that money needs to be taken and then reinvested into something that can make you more money. Build your credit up, get credit cards, things like you gotta do that, man. You have to. Because if you only got one source, first of all, if you only got one source of income, you too close to being broke. Straight up. You just too close. One bad day away, one bad job away. With Cam, he ain't had that problem. $100 something million, you getting 20 million a year. You not you that just goes down to your spending habits, man. And I'm sorry that he feels the way he feel, but one, I don't think like I said, I don't think he's just broke. I just think it's not at that level. You know what I mean? $20 million a year. That's a different type of living lifestyle versus because there's levels to this thing, man. That's why they have a certain thing called tax bracket, right? So you got some, like if you woke up, say if you average person, you wake up and you say, oh man, every month from here on out for the rest of the year, I got $10,000 to $20,000 in my bank account every month that's gonna get deposited. Now to you, you may be like, oh my God, that's life-changing money. Whereas there's other people who are like, if they woke up and they knew they were only gonna have 20 or $10,000 in their bank account every month, that's like what they're gonna make, they would be ready to unalive themselves. They would be in a depression because they're used to making 100,000, 200,000. You understand? And them bills accumulate after a while. When you got employees, you got all type of responsibilities. Your lifestyle, yeah, it sound good. Oh man, if I had $20 million, I'd do this, I'd do that in a year. Yeah, but if he's taking on way all these expenses and all this stuff to the maximum, and then you stop playing football, but them bills don't go away. That's one thing people forget. That money you make, that may go away. But them bills you racking up, unless you shut all that stuff down, man, them bills ain't going nowhere. They just accumulate over time. And then now you got 8 kids. And then this kid want to do that. And then that kid would, bro, like that, yo, kids can't get, you getting 8, 9, but that depends though, where you living at. What type of household we talking about, man? What type of schooling, activities, sports, baby mamas, Jesus Christ, oh my God. See, yeah, you biting off a little bit more than you can chew, man. If you knew if you was making all that money and had all them kids at that time, you definitely should have been planning way better. Blowing $20,000 in the strip club is ludicrous. That doesn't even make any damn sense, man. No damn way. I'm about to be throwing $20,000 in the strip club. These girls shopping at Rainbow and all these little cheap ass damn stripper places to wear their outfits, and you spending 20 grand just because a dude is throwing 15. You want to throw 20? Man, that's. And I'm in ATL. You heard me? Like, hey, I know. Listen, no way, no damn way. That's just miss money management, man. That's miss money management. Let's see what else other people saying. Somebody said 8 kids would do that. I don't understand spreading your seed and not realizing fertilizer is expensive. Yeah, but still, bro. Listen, I don't give. There's people out here that have 10 kids, bro, that don't have 2 million a year. You understand? You can make a million. 8 kids, you can make $1 million stretch. You can. You definitely can. But it's just all about how you doing it, man. It's once again living beyond your means. He's doing it with 20 million. There's just some people that just go broke. Man, there's this thing with this lady. She was getting alimony, child support, all that stuff, man. This dude, he was super rich. He was paying it to her. And she blew all the money. She blew all the money. And the daughter was pissed because they had no money left over for tuition. How? Just think about that, man. Some people are terrible with money and they don't respect. A lot of people that don't even earn the money, they definitely don't respect it. They just blow it because they don't understand the value of that dollar because they didn't earn it. I think Cam was just a prisoner of his own spending habits. He earned the money, but like I said, man, when that money come fast, it can go even faster, man. Let's see. Having 8 kids out of wedlock is a choice. Facts. 100%. That's another thing. I agree, man. I've seen so many shorties that I talk to, and I'm like, yo, you got kids? They be like, yeah. I'm like, how many kids you got? I got 6. I got 5. I got 4. I'm like, wait a minute. Just honestly, man. At what point do you get to you like, okay, I should stop? Like, when does it get to that point? All right, I need to slow down. Especially if you're having a hard time taking care of the kids you already got. Where does it stop at? Like, I've never understood that, man. Never understood. So you ain't okay. The first one, okay. Then the second one, okay. Then the third one, okay. Then the fourth one, okay. Then the fifth one, then the sixth one, then the set. It's like, yo, wait a minute. When are we gonna wait? Hold on. What are we doing? We just gonna keep popping them out? Like I never understood that either. You know, some people and I thought he said somebody in here said he was talking about you having even more. I'm like, more? Yo, bro, I'm good, fam. Nah, no siree. Let me see. Wasn't Cam in the strip club having money? Let me see. Maybe stop spending 5K on hats with 18th century clothing. Uh, yeah, he does have an eccentric style of clothing, but I don't know, man. I just think he needs to get better with his money, and because it ain't like he broke. Like I said before, his broke and our broke is two different type of brokes, man. When you used to making $20 million a year, and then you only make $3 million a year, you gonna feel it. Plus, we still not even talking about taxes. So, I seen when Boosie, he was like, man, I made $1 million, and they took damn near 250,000 to $3,000 to $300,000. So. So you got to think about it. You make $1 million, you bust your ass to make $1 million, and these greedy motherfuckers, they take 250 to $300,000 of your money. They ain't help you get no money. They ain't do nothing with your business. They ain't do nothing to hustle. They just got their fucking hand out, bro. I hate yo. I'm telling you, man. That shit right there fires me up, man. For real. I still think that shit is a ripoff. Insurance is a damn ripoff, and taxes is hell of a ripoff. You feel me? But that's a video for another time. But yeah, man. So you got to think, if he's used to making $20 million, and now he brought down to 2 million. Say he made 2 million, 5 million, bro. That ain't gonna hit the same. That's not. It's just not. You probably accumulated a lifestyle that will garner you having to make $20 million, which you shouldn't do. But if that's the case, then yeah, man, you can make a 5 million, cool 5 million that year. That ain't gonna beat, man. That ain't. Come on, man. That's another 15 million off that you left on the table. That gotta hurt, bruh. That gotta hurt, man. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to Cam. Shout out to his family. I just hate to feel the fact that he don't feel like Superman and stuff. Like, at the end of the day, you a father and you an educated black man. You do a lot. Cam does a lot for his community, and he's there for his children. So, a lot of times the money can't be the only thing that makes you Superman for your kids. You know, being able to get them things or whatever like that. Like, still a super pops in my eyes. So shout out to Kim. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments though, you know? Cause anytime celebrities be going through stuff, y'all be y'all be quick to just be like, man, the hell you talking about? I don't want to hear that whine that we got. Nigga. Matter of fact, hold on, before we get off of here, let me go to my mixtapes, because I know it's a completely different vibe on there. Somebody said, nigga, my daughter think I'm Superman. I'm broke. Stop complaining. Somebody else said, should have invested in something during your career, Cam. Should have learned sex control, Cam. Well, I have 8 kids, Cam. That's a starting 5 and a bench you got there, Cam. I got mad love for you, Cam. But come on, Cam. You have millions to invest, Cam. Damn, Cam. He's going in. You know what, man? I'm working really hard to blow up on YouTube. But I already know, man, if I do, not if, when I do, I'm gonna get them same kind of comments, man. That's what I say. I'm just here for the comments, because they will roast you in these comments, man. That's hilarious. 8 kids should have made 8 accounts with 1 mil apiece in each one. Yeah, that's a really good point, man. Having trust, I think what the rich do, I believe they have like trusts and stuff set up. And then you can have different stipulations and everything from that trust. You also, I believe, can borrow from that trust, I believe. It's a whole lot of different things to go with it. But yeah, look, like I said before, man, I don't think that he's broke. I just think that he's at a point. Well, it may start getting real because it starts getting real when you start doing reality television shows and stuff like that, and you start doing Dancing with the Stars and all that. And them pockets got to be hidden because especially if you live in a place like L.A. Oh God, them taxes gonna eat you alive, man. All that stuff, it eats you alive out there. You gotta have some bread out there, man. Certain places like New York, California. That's why I don't understand. The first chance I get, I'm getting out the country, bro. I'm moving. I'm moving to Thailand. I'm gonna go to Bali. I'm going to Philippines. Anywhere where my money goes further, yo, I'm getting this online stuff and I'm getting the heck up out of here, bro. So, I don't understand when everybody just continuously try to, stay out here in the US and all that, but to each his own. But, you know, I definitely just think it's a mismanagement of money. We'll read a couple more and I'm gonna get off of here. Um Imagine having to raise kids and never being in the NFL. Imagine having to raise 8 kids and never being in the NFL. Facts. Y'all, okay, hold on. Somebody finally got Cam's back on this. Hold on. Y'all missed this man's point so bad. He basically saying he's used to making a huge income and he feels bad that it's not a consistent income anymore. He's not saying he's broke or didn't invest. He's simply stating his mindset and how he feels financially post NFL retirement, and it's a good message for upcoming and current NFL players. Facts. That's another thing I forgot to mention. You're absolutely right. He didn't say that he didn't make investments. And see, when you make investments, it's not a big lump sum just coming up. You understand what I'm saying? Like some are, like 50 Cent vitamin water and stuff like that. But nah, man, like that's a long-term gameplay. That's a long-term plan. When you're in the NFL though, you getting them checks back to back to back. And the deals are getting more and more lavish. You feel me? Like when Jordan first came in the league, they weren't getting contracts like Steph and them was getting. They wasn't getting bread like that the way they getting now. You know what I'm saying? Look at who was that? Jello Ball. He just made a killer deal, man. $13 million deal, $8 million guaranteed. Like people are getting more and more business savvy and not just focused on the entertainment part. I just think that although Cam probably made investments and stuff like that, and he was getting them checks, listen, he missed them checks, man. Cause see, when certain people get a certain amount of money that big, you got that effort money. I want to do the effort. I don't know, you probably won't even think about it. It's so much, bro. 20 million. You understand how much $20 million is, man? Even if you blowing cat, that's a lot of bread, man. I'm thinking like, how could I blow? Plus, with the type of places I want to go to, like, you know how hard it'd be to blow $20 million, dude. It'd be hard. I remember one time I got a 10 hand massage overseas in a foreign country for $24, bro, for a full hour. Do you know how hard it'd be to blow 20 million? I'm just not that kind of guy, man. You know what I'm saying? But some people got different tastes, cigars and, cars and, the Birkin bags and all this stuff. That stuff adds up after a while, man. Watches for $2, $3 something $million for a watch. Man, I don't give a damn about none of that shit. I don't care about no watches. I don't care about buying no fancy car. I don't care about none of that, man. I just want to travel. I love to travel. You know what I'm saying? So like to travel, do a sightseeing tour, seeing this place, seeing that place. I'll rent a vehicle way faster than I'll buy one. Buying one, you just accumulating debt, you know what I'm saying, on a depreciating asset. I'll just rent the vehicle. You know, if you in the US, or go to Miami, rent the vehicle, have a good time, spend a couple thousand, and then keep it moving. But when you buying shit, oh yeah, this car that's gonna run you like 250,000. Oh, this car is gonna be 175,000. What? Nah, hell nah, man. No, you getting 1,000 or 2,000. I'ma rent this mug, have fun. And I'ma fly wherever else I'm gonna go. Keep it moving. It's gonna take a lot longer to blow $20 million. It's gonna take a long time, man. A long time with me. But you know, teachers on, man. But yeah, I think this is a good lesson. I definitely think it's a cautionary tale. But unfortunately, Cam is not the first, and he for dang sure will not be the last. So y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments about this situation, and I'm gonna holler at y'all later. This went a little bit longer than I expected it to. Peace.